that we'll just kind of give a big shout out really quick. But obviously there's been this huge corruption thing that's happening in the Philippines, and the march that's happening. And it was really, really exciting to see. Huge shout out to both SB19 and BINI for really being vocal and taking the lead on kind of like using their platform for good. Obviously, our group also joined in. This label fully supports that as well and that cause. But it's just one of those things where it's like seeing this. I always like to again give credit where credit is due, and seeing these artists stand up for what they believe in is super, super humbling. Bang. Are we doing this again?
What? I'm trying to add something new to the beginning of our things.
Show.
Quack! It's a great day to play, everybody. Welcome on in to the channel. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Started off a little rocky.
Yeah.
But then it was like,
dude, it
took off.
It's not fair because you get the whole beginning.
And I get to kind of set the tone.
I just have the I'm sorry. It's one note usually, and I can't find it.
Take it over.
I'm not a singer.
Start.
I'm not much of a singer anymore.
You start then, and I'll, The problem is if I let you do the whole thing with how crazy you get, we would just spend 10 minutes every single time.
Happy birthday to the channel. Yeah. Happy birthday to
That's
the channel.
That's in April, I actually think.
Is it?
Yeah. Well, the original channel. April.
Wow.
I think we started doing YouTube in April of 2020.
Oh, like you and I? Or
when we opened the YouTube channel. I think it was April 2020. Yeah. I don't think that we were doing content together yet. We weren't really doing much on YouTube though either. We were doing much on Twitch.
No, we weren't.
We were twitching.
No, we weren't.
I was twitching. Anyway, whether it's first time here, you're joining us. Thank you for being here with us today. Love, appreciate it. Always welcome here in this channel, and you are
enough.
All right, here we go.
What?
Just sometimes you're just.
I'm trying to work on my smolder. I'm trying to work on my smolder. Hey, guess what? I'm smoldering.
Why is it called a schmolder?
I don't know.
Instead of a smolder.
I thought it had something to do. It's not schmolder?
It's not schmolder.
I thought it was
smolder.
I thought it was schmolder because it's like half of the word is s'mores.
No, I was just gonna.
It's so yummy.
I didn't know if you were like. It also isn't pronounced s'mores. It's pronounced s'mores.
I mean, come on.
You're very schmoldery right now.
I'm just.
I didn't know if like you were like creating like a new word like shoulder like because you're like going over your like shoulder or something.
No, I'm schmoldering.
Interesting.
In the comments, let me know how my schmolder is. Yeah. I'm going out for a new part where I'm going to be doing a lot of schmoldering. Yeah.
What's the part?
Tell me. They're rebooting the reboot of Jack Reacher, and I'm going to be trying out for the new Jack Reacher.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
They're rebooting the reboot of Puss in Boots. That's what I'm going to be trying out for.
Well, you can do that. That's fine. That has some schmolder too.
I will be Puss in Boots.
Yeah, that's good.
I can do it pretty good, Antonio Banderas.
But you got to also schmolder. You also
the eyes. Anyway, oh man, how's everybody doing? We're gonna be doing some Beanie today. If you're still here, been a lot of requests for this one. Beanie did a song with Coke Studio.
Cool.
And yeah, there's gonna be a first listen for us. Obviously, tons of stuff happening right now in the world of P-pop.
Yes.
At this point in time, one of those being that Beanie has been invited to Coachella, which is huge. We did an entire podcast on that. Yeah. If you guys want to check that out, that's on the channel.
Yeah.
Thank you everybody for that podcast has actually done really well so far since it's been out, and just like we had surprisingly much more like positive. There still was like a lot of like the negative back and forth.
Yeah.
But I was really happy to kind of see like positive comments, because sometimes the positive comments, there's not as many of them, and there was a lot of enforcing, and like it was finally seeing people like, you know what, Beanie's not my cup of tea, but I super support this. SB19's like, and so it's cool, like even pulling just a couple people, you know.
It's simply because like the context of the video is saying, hey, knock it off.
Yeah.
Quit being children.
Yeah.
And the people that also want to say that feel like they have a voice now. And then the people who have been saying that now have a place where they can be like, well, I guess, I guess I'll, you know what I mean? Like, it really takes people saying it out loud that people happen by the grace of whatever, listen to us. You know what I mean? So it just takes people that have a platform to actually say these things instead of people just being like, and all this stuff. It's like the best thing in Filipino pop music right now that has happened to Filipino pop music in the last week is Beanie getting to be on Coachella.
And it means a lot. And it's going to mean a lot for the Philippines. I know that there were like people that had like talked about like, well, the Philippines has been on the global stage before, like we've had global artists, and yes, there have been, but it's not the type of crazes that pop crazes like the K-pop style crazes create in terms of bringing stuff back. Like there are plenty of talented Filipino people out there in the world. Lea Salonga, I mean, Bruno Mars is half Filipino, right? Like that's not, but it's about like kind of that import culture of bringing it back into the home country.
I'm a heart built to swallow. I got you thirsty.
Speaking of, though, as we kind of go into the big things that are happening and kind of like taking the lead, there is something else that's been happening in pop culture that I was just super happy to see, that we'll just kind of give a big shout out really quick. But obviously there's been this huge corruption thing that's happening in the Philippines, and the march is happening. And it was really exciting to see. Huge shout out to both SB19 and Beanie for really being vocal and taking the lead on kind of like using their platform for good. Obviously our group also joined in. This label fully supports that as well, and that cause, but it's just one of those things where it's like, it's exciting to see a new age of artists stand. Like it was the most that I have seen really since I think we've been there. Like everybody talks about PPOP Rise, but it's like, it's not, because it's like nobody's actually working together. Like you're not seeing kind of that solidarity between the groups or between like the labels. And I feel like this was like one of those moments where it was like every group was like, everything stopped and every group was like in solidarity on this one issue. And you saw all the P-pop groups really, most of the vast majority of them have come out in supporting this one thing. And while this is a really bad thing, it was kind of one of those moments where you're watching and you're reading, and it was just kind of like one of those proud moments of being able to sit and be like, wow, like this is really cool to see them actually take a stand on these issues.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Kind of playing it safe, quote unquote.
Right. And I don't know that you'd see that. Like, I think that it's very different. I don't think you'd see that in Korea. You know what I mean? I don't think that the K-pop idols would have the ability to be able to speak out like that. And I think it's very important that when you have a platform that you use it for good when you can.
Right.
You know.
Right. I remember going to the Philippines and being there with you and the staff, and the staff calls in. It's like raining, you know. And like, to me, not knowing the Philippines, it's raining. Come to work. You know what I mean? And then me and you were walking to the store. This was the second time I was there. Me and you were walking to the store. The one, you know, the Dr. John. What is it called?
Mr. DIY?
No. The little. It's like with the guy in front that had the homeless guy in front, and he was
Uncle John's.
Uncle John's. Thank you.
Yeah.
We're walking there, and I'm like, dude, I'm all pissed off because I'm still. It like in my core, I'm still a manager. You know what I mean? From old jobs, and I'm pissed off, and I'm like, dude, it's raining. It's barely raining. Where is everybody? Like, why are they calling in? And you're like, there's floods in their town. And I was like, there's no. What are you talking about? You're okay. Where we live right now, the infrastructure is pretty all right. We don't really get floods, but where a lot of our staff lives, there's these huge floods right now. I mean, it's probably up to their whatever. I'm like, how does that? How are they having floods? I don't get that.
Yeah.
And this is just a very ignorant person being in the Philippines for the first time. And then you spell it out for me. You're like, well, there's corruption and the money doesn't go where it's supposed to go to the infrastructure. It goes somewhere else, and everyone basically knows about it, and there's nothing you can do about it. So now there's floods. And I'm like, wait, hold on. Because like in America, the corruption is kind of like under 4 rugs. And you have to dig for it, and then you're kind of called like a conspiracy theorist for even talking about it. Where it was like, and you've been in positions where like you're talking about government and politics and stuff. So this is stuff that you know. But I was just like, it was like a crash course on the way to half a block, and I was like, what is? How does that happen?
Yeah, like, and you don't until you see the pictures, or you're there and you finally see it. You know, because we did have when we first. Podcast again. When we first moved there, though, so where we lived, the second time you came, we lived on Riverside Drive in Marikina, remember? Yeah. And there was a huge issue. That river that was right there by us had major flooding issues that they tried to do some solutions to like 5 to 10 years prior, and it was another like huge tragedy. And that was one of the reasons like when we looked in that area, we even had to be really careful, and we found the place that had like the huge hill, that huge ramp that went into the building. Because like we did when we had the storms there the one year, like there was still flooding in that area, and some of our staff even like their house literally flooded like the first floor in like some of their areas, and it gets out of hand so quickly. You know, that it's just so all this stuff that's happening though, and then like to come to find out that it's trillions of pesos. It's just like it's so wild how rampant it was, and like they're only I think starting to scratch the surface on it. But seeing that many people unite to take on the marches, and seeing not just the PPOP idols, obviously that's the space that we're in. So it was like just very heartwarming to like see them, and again I think that SB19 was one of the first groups to give credit where credit is due. I think that they were the first ones to really like post like openly and actively post about it, and then a lot of other people kind of came suit, and the reason I bring that up and I'm thinking about it is like you're talking about like sometimes it just takes that first person to take a step, like when we're talking about the issues or whatever on here, where like then all of a sudden people kind of feel safe to be able to step out there, and just a lot of things happening right now. And I think that it's as hard of a time that it is, I think that there's a lot of amazing things though that are going to be coming for the Philippines very soon, between cultural relevance, between the way that I think that they're going to be paid attention to by the rest of the world, and I think that the music aspect of it is always going to be a huge even when we think about things like tragic moments, think about like all of the biggest things that have ever happened, and a lot of times we use music to heal those moments, like Haiti and I think of like We Are the World,
of course,
different like hurricane relief rallies, things like that. Like music tends to be this thing that kind of brings people together, and so it's just very interesting kind of being in the middle of it. You read about these things that happen in time, and these major events that happen in textbooks, but it's very seldom that you get to be part of that history and like see it happen. And
I feel like
very interesting right now.
This has nothing to do, but like, I feel like not only for the Philippines, but like for like the entire world. I think like we are in a place where it's like, this is history.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird things happening in the world right now.
Right.
A lot of like it's a very unsettling place. It's a weird time also. Like I have a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
And like it's scary. We have like one of the things that we've done for him is he's got like a bracelet that like has like a tracker in it.
Oh, basically. Good. Yeah.
And I freak out sometimes because like I took him, like we put it on him generally when he goes to school. Well, he takes it off sometimes, or he's 5.
Yeah.
And like it was one of those things, like I dropped him off at school today and I forgot it. and I got nervous,
dude. Yeah.
I'm just like, it's weird because like when I was a kid, like I was 8 years old outside all day long.
Yeah, no one knew where I was.
Right, just like, you know, when the lights start going out on the street, somebody calls your name and you're supposed to get home. And it's just like that is definitely not the world that we live in anymore. And it's just like one of those weird moments where like, I was just thinking to myself as he was walking inside, and I got nervous, and I was just like, man, it's weird that like we're in a place where that should even be a feeling.
Yeah.
You know, but hopefully things heal, time heals, and I hope that we continue to push and we continue to fight. Again, very, very interesting, you know, trajectory that we took here on this. But seeing this, I always like to again give credit where credit is due, and seeing these artists stand up for what they believe in is super, super humbling. And so show your artists even extra love right now, and support BINI as they go on their Coachella adventure. But now, what you guys are actually here for, let's let's get into this.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Beanie.
Cool.
Woke up, thank God. Didn't think I would make it this far. Last night, close call, but I'm still singing na 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 na. Blue skies and red lights, this good times are more than a feeling. You put a smile on my lips, feels like oxygen.
Okay.
And it's a head rush every time I breathe you in. Whoa, I can't get enough, baby, it feels like oxygen. La la la, feels like oxygen. La la la, feels like oxygen.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
This is really well done.
Yes. Very well done.
The mix on this is really good.
Yeah. Yes. Very
Is
good.
really, really good. I love the musicality of this one. I thought we did one by Coke Studio and them before in the past.
Yes, we did.
I think we did.
It was on like
I
a
don't remember.
roof.
No, the roof one was Pen Shop.
Oh, that was Pen Shop.
That was Pen Shop. I was hit or miss on that one. It wasn't bad. It's just like, this is way more quality than that.
Well,
So like, just really, really, really well done on this. This feels like this is like, I don't know what the when they do these Coke Studio things, I don't know much about like what the purpose of it is. Obviously, it's like, it is the definition of, I guess, commercial.
yeah, right.
But this one feels like good.
Yeah. This is very good.
Click, click, boom with the make his jaw drop with the arsenal, we don't ever stop. Click, boom with the when you're looking lost track, baby, I'm a construct. Hip, hip, move to the always stay fit like I'm Taylor no Swift. Rich, bags don't sit. Foreign on my bootstraps, birds don't fit. I like money, said to the bunny, the fox with a mink coat.
And like, we know, so like, as songwriters and music producers, like people at home might not know that, like, just because like you have this song, and this song out, that doesn't mean that's specifically what you do. Some producers only produce one thing. Some songwriters only really songwrite one certain thing. But like, especially in the pop sphere, you have to be malleable. And we've been writing some commercial stuff lately.
Yeah.
For blank company and blank company.
Yeah.
And it's really like that puzzle for a commercial song that isn't like just insanely cheesy, because it can't be so cheesy that it's like that it says we wrote this for a commercial, but it also has to be just enough for it to feel that feeling. Like you have to give someone in their 60s that's sitting watching TV and a kid that's like 11 the same feeling all at once.
Yeah.
And that's what's really tough. That was we did that song with the girls for Nescafe.
Yes.
That song. Like that is a perfect song. What is it called? You have it in your head. Yeah, Banang Tayo.
Yeah, I don't know that that's the name of the song. Yeah.
That's another one of those where it's like, dude, like this can give an entire group of people the same feeling, and they did it with this.
Yeah. We did, because I don't want to say too much about it, but the one word that was interesting that we needed to put into the one that we wrote was the word sarap. So like, sarap, right?
Yeah.
And so it's one of those things where it's just like, there's already kind of like a cheesiness and corniness associated with it. And I felt like we did a really cool job of incorporating it where it like was very, very playful, but not, too
over the top cheesy.
Too over the top cheesy.
But it's it is a difficult puzzle. So when you hear a good commercial song, you're like, wow, okay, those are some talented songwriters and producers that put that together.
Also, I mean, this does say with the Orchestra of the Filipino youth, like very, very cool. One of the things that we have not been able to do yet that I would love to be able to do is like, I want to write a song where we actually have like a real full-on orchestra, to play and be able to record. Like
I got connections.
I want to be able to, like I want to be able to go into a room when we're like doing the direction and recording and like, do the, that's one of the things that's like on my bucket list, stuff that we haven't done yet.
Just like 70 people with click tracks in their ears.
Well, imagine like Sumagal Sakin.
Oh my God.
Right? Like we could,
you know how much time that would have saved me?
Yeah. But just like, I mean, like it's still possible though that someday that at least that could be live,
Yeah.
But yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, just like interpreting, like, oh God, yeah. You'll be like, we got to add more this here, and it's got to be like, ha ha, hoo hi ha, and I'd be like, all right, cool, like,
Anyway, all right, let's
just
keep
like
going.
have a bunch of people do it.
Yeah.
Hey, do the thing, and then they do all their things. C major.
What's that?
I said C major, make it good. Like,
done and done. Cool. Is this in a real like this? Back here, I can't tell if this is like in a real space or green screen. It's very cool camera work, like with a fisheye lens. It might actually be a real space that they're going through, and like
no, that's a real like
it's a real thing,
room,
and it's just like it's just a fisheye, huh?
Yeah,
it's just a very cool effect.
Unless their drywall textures are really good, You know what I mean? Like
it's very just a very interesting way to do that as well. What's that?
I just like I enjoy this song. There was a part where she said woke up. She said something about I can't believe I like woke up. I'm like, what were you doing last night? You know what I mean? Like she said woke up. Thank God. She said, woke up, thank God. Didn't think I'd make it this far. Like, what were you doing? Yeah, stop doing that.
Too much Coke.
Oh,
see what I did there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
We're talking about
never
Coca-Cola.
getting a sponsorship. Blowing all the sponsorships.
All right. Okay. Well, you didn't have to go that far.
Well, you said okay.
Wow, Lucas.
All right.
Come on. This
Blank
is a family.
Blank it out.
This is a family show.
Blank it out.
Listen to the beat, let's dance and dance. Life is amazing, no one can stop you. Ain't no wasting, keeping the fire. If you wanna feel this forever, never be scared, find your old XY gym.
Cool. Okay.
Wow.
Whoa, feels like oxygen.
Okay.
I wasn't anticipating like a huge dance.
Yeah, a dark
break
one
in there.
too.
Yeah.
Dude.
Very cool.
Very cool.
This is like an experience, right? Like this obviously isn't like I don't know if you listen to this song on like Spotify, if they would have like that whole part in there. You know what I mean? They probably have like a radio edit or something for this.
Maybe.
Because it felt a little disjointed, but it's cool in the context of what this is, of what like the video is versus for the song.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude, I like
very versatile though.
I'm not Dr. Fashionista, but that tube top is awesome. Like it looks like real like you went to the Renaissance fair and got it leathered up, you know what I mean?
Dude, I used to do that every year.
Yeah?
Yeah, I go to the Renaissance fair and we would dress up.
Get all leathered up.
Yeah, man.
Dude.
It's hot though.
I'm sure.
It was
dude.
hot.
I'm not doing that.
It was hot.
You probably went with a stupid top hat on. With,
No.
with gears on it.
No, I don't. I don't do the
fancy.
I don't do the steampunk thing.
Gotcha.
No. I have like a sword and like you know.
Oh, that's not legal.
Some armor. Yeah, you got to zip tie it on.
Okay.
You can bring them. You zip tie them in. They sell them there too.
Yeah. No, I know. You can buy some cool stuff there.
Yeah. I know. All right. Go back just a little bit.
Whoa, feels like oxygen.
Very cool.
Very, very cool.
The damn the melody. What song is that? It's a girl song. I can't think. It's just that one little part though. There's a I'm lost in the something like that.
Katy Perry.
Is it Katy Perry?
I think so.
It's just very reminiscent. So it felt very good. This is really cool. I like these Coke Studio things that they do. I'm never really, I don't fully understand the why. Like obviously it's like one big commercial thing, but they come in like once a year and they kind of do these, which is very, very cool. But it always creates like these unique collaboration opportunities, you know, like they bring very interesting artists together. Again, this whole thing with the orchestra is like very, very cool and very, very powerful.
Well, like I think you and I think on a scale of the scale of size of the company that we have, maybe even a little bit more. Like we've managed some pretty big places, but when it comes to a brand as big as Coca-Cola, it's like are we going to make money on this? No. But is it cool, and is it brand awareness, and does it give, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like a community thing. It's almost like, I don't want to say, because it's not like a charity thing, but you know what I mean? It's kind of that same thing where it's like you're just kind of giving back to the culture.
And they do it in all kinds of different countries, right? Like Coke Studio is huge,
right,
all over the place. So it's very, very interesting.
And they've been doing it for a long time. Yeah. Do you remember that video game, the online video game Coke Studio, where you were like a little avatar? You'd make beats and like play them at parties, and people would rate them. It was really fun, and it lasted for like 2 years.
Huh.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
It was in like the early 2000s.
That makes sense. I do remember there was a bunch of games like that you could do stuff with, like the caps, right? You collect like the codes off the caps, and it would give you stuff in game and stuff like that. Yeah. There was a bunch of stuff for that for a while. Very, very cool. As always, Beanie did a tremendous job here. They are very in sync. That's one of the things that I think is a very powerful attribute of them over like some of the other groups, is like they're very, very much in sync. I also really like the vocal qualities. So with their rappers don't seem disingenuous.
Yeah.
You know, we see that with a lot of the girl groups out there. I think like you hear them sometimes just sounding, but like the rapping seems good. They all have very, very unique tonal qualities. So like it's a well-balanced group versus like everybody sounding very similar.
Yeah.
So just this one got to showcase that. I like this. And the mix on this was really cool.
Dude, the mix was really good. I like kind of hearing each one of their vocals that clear was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Very clean.
I still want more dark stuff.
Yeah, me too.
There's another song coming out. I think it's called First Love is coming out. I heard a little bit of the teaser for it, but I'm like, man, I want something gritty at some point. We might get one. They're coming back they're supposed to be releasing more music before the tour, comeback tour, whatever they're going to be doing later in the year.
And so anybody at Coca-Cola that's watching this, probably an intern, because everyone else is real busy.
Yeah.
You know, just let us know what you need.
Yeah.
Because we got you.
We got you.
And we will not include inappropriate jokes in the song. My bad. You're bad first, and then I. It was. You know, so look. Sometimes we gotta just a little PG-13 humor. Yeah, that was 13.
To be fair, for what's coming out from stuff that we're releasing soon,
sure.
This is child's play at this point.
Yes.
So stay tuned.
Yeah.
To do that anyway.
Getting Walter White on these MFers.
Gonna rise above the sorrow, no looking back. I will rise again, shine brighter. From the ashes, a fighter. I'll let my wings take flight in my heart.
I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget, if you haven't already, subscribe with the notification bell. If you guys want to request us to react to something where this got requested was in our reaction request form, that is down in the description down below. So if you want to do that, check that out there. Also, you should check out our brand new girl group, FINIX. They're out now in their pre-debut era, already with 4 songs. There is more coming.
Yes.
Very soon. So keep an eye out for that. And you can check them out at We Are FINIX on all platforms. Also, if you're looking for a place to hang out with other Blooms or with Embers, FINIX's fandom, or if you're an 18, you want to hang out, Hey Roomie is a fandom app. All 3 of those fandoms are in there, have huge followings in there, and it's a great place to be able to get away sometimes from the Twitter world, where it can be a little toxic,
Twitter or Discord,
or anything like that.
Be going crazy too.
But you can go there and hang out with the fandoms and check out your favorite artists, and even with FINIX, you can talk to them on a daily basis. So check that out as well. We need a secret emoji code.
Is there a bubble? Like bubbles? There's got to be bubbles. Yeah, bubbles.
I'm going to go with bottle cap. It's got to be a bottle cap, right?
Okay, yeah.
Bubble bottle cap.
Bubble bottle cap.
If nobody told you that they love you today, please don't forget that we love you. You're appreciated, always welcome here in this channel, and you are nothing last, but certainly not least.
It was a great day to play.
Oh boy. Thanks, guys. We will see you in the next video.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
The GidKidDad Show.